We're doing that right now. So yes, we are talking with the government, and hopefully we
We've
can
been
make that
able to
happen.
be successful because of our reputation and because of our safety of how we do things. I was able to hang from a helicopter around the Statue of Liberty, sanctioned by the mayor, the governor, and the president. Walking that iconic stadium right there, because of both of our history of a safety record and how we do things, and the respect that we go after first and foremost, we're able to be successful. Obviously, we need their help, though.
Yes, but we actually had to come here so Bello could look at the bridge physically and see
To
if
see
it's
that it's
possible.
possible.
Because, we can see photos of it on the internet, but until you get in, when the man's life is going to be on the line, he's going to walk across that bridge, something nobody has done, he needs to come here and see it and say, okay. So yesterday we did that. Bello went, he inspected the bridge, we took some video. Do we have that, Eric? No? Yes? Do you guys have the video?
We have on the pen drive.
The thing from the Sea Link Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we made a video. We were
Yes and no. Like,
real quick, let's just do this real quick, and we'll answer that, sir.
pretty keen sense of balance. I can pretty much walk on anything. Fences. We actually stopped yesterday and just stopped. We saw a group of kids, and just for the fun of entertaining those kids, I walked on a fence for them. We were able to do that. So I'm able to walk almost anywhere. Now, I have as much time and training as a doctor has in what he does. So you're going to want, how do you say, you're going to want to work with specific things. The cable that I tend to walk is usually the size of a man's thumb. It's about that size, 5/8 inch thick, so less than 1 inch thick. It's about the size of your thumb.
What is the amount if you have insurance?
Bello is not personally insured, but we insure against liability around us in case.
Up to $2, $5, or $10 million on all the physical props, whether it's a helicopter, the wire. So there's
Everything is insured except Bello.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next question.
What
Yes, sir.
precautions will you take when you're walking on the Times Square? See, when you
What precautions in Times Square or Sea Link?
I'm talking about ceiling as well as Times Square. Ceiling, touchwood doesn't go wrong. If he falls down, he will get into the sea.
Yes.
What about Times Square when he was walking? What are the precautions taken there below it? Was there anything?
And net or something underneath.
There was no net underneath.
No.
No safeties for me. What you do is, a lot of times, if people require to request it, is you make sure that no one's underneath me.
Yeah.
But I've never
There
fallen.
was nothing, no precautions.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No. And nothing
That-
at the Rose Bowl, no
nothing.
tether, no nothing. Next question.
And you will not take any precautions.
No, we have not chosen a date yet. It's,
Given a choice, what would be the day, you know? It should not
it would be in 2015 if
Yeah.
given a choice. We would want to work with a date that makes sense for the city of Mumbai and the people of India.
And in our schedule.
Yeah. So, yes, sir.
Do you take any special diet for this?
The diet is not something, the diet. It's pretty much a constant thing. It's how I live my life. So I'm constantly in workout mode. I'm constantly watching out what I eat. I'm not the biggest or strongest guy you've ever met. I'm not someone who can lift 500 pounds, but I can lift my weight in many different ways, even by one finger, where I can do pull-ups with one finger, because that's the nature of my business. It's about being agile and strong with my body weight.
Next question. A lot of good questions, everybody.
He didn't just pull out his checkbook and write some money and say, go do it. Can you give a little bit of a
sure.
background
So,
of how it started?
Sure. So, just by a show of hands, how many people here know $1 Million?
But not Bello, but I want to know others they would like.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have a deep history in entertainment and show business, I could tell you how every one of the tricks are done. Now, a lot of those people are friends of mine, and there is a respect level of not sharing their secrets. But I can tell you, most of the people use some sort of illusion. When you see me do the ultimate, there is no possible way to use any illusion. Getting shot out of a cannon, it takes 7 seconds. In the first second, you go from 0 to 70 miles an hour. You're flying in space for about 6 seconds or 5 seconds. The last second, the impact of what most people would consider the airbag, thinking that it's soft and it's cushiony. You can reach up to 11 Gs of gravity. Astronauts pass out at anything lower than that. It's an impact. It's like being in 2 car accidents, but you're prepared for it. And you're the guy who pushes the button and says, go. So there's no illusion. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What first thought coming in your mind when you take such a like when you go for this action? When you what is the thought came into your mind?
When you do such, then what's the
What are you
thought?
thinking?
Yeah, it's funny, you know, there's all the preparation. There's this stunt right here, 5 years in development, either on paper or in the head, just this stunt. And then building it. We have been, a good amount of people, a team, have been building this stunt for the past 5 months, working, 12, 13 hours a day or more, sometimes 18 hours a day for the past 3 months, working hard on it. Once it comes to that last final moments before, you just do what you do. You zone out every fear, every thought, because you know that you surround yourself with the greatest people. You surround yourself with a training method. You have a focus, and you just do what you do. And your biggest concern at the time is not if you're going to be safe, because it's too late to worry about that. If I rehearsed, if everything's going to go right, it's too late for that. At the time, you hope that everyone is enjoying it and everyone can see it. That's what that it comes across as a full enjoyment.
30th from Las Vegas, and we're going to show it to you right now what the ultimate, the first ultimate is. The second ultimate will be somewhere else in the world, and we're looking at India right now, and we will talk about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about what the ultimate is. The ultimate is the greatest stunt a human being can do. Period. The ultimate. So here is the first ultimate. Eric Adolphson, please play. Do you have the audio, Eric? Yes, sir, in the back.
It's a great question. Why did I choose Bollywood over Hollywood? And I think you will find that both me and Neil, although we met each other a year ago, we have very similarities in our passion to bring the world to the people and people to the world. And it's not choosing Bollywood over Hollywood, it's being able to do things that entertain the world. And that is words chosen very carefully. Some people will choose to do something in their town. Some people will choose to do something in a city or in their country. We've chosen to go out and do things to the entire world and try to get everybody to see what we do. Not just to focus on us, but to focus on the destination, to focus inspiration to people. And
I think that's a very good question, and we should talk about that. So the ultimate, number one, and then the future ultimates will all take place on theultimate.com. So as Bello said, this is a worldwide play. India is a very important country in the world. You have a large population, you create important things, you have an important effect on your region. You're an important country and you know it. And so we're here, we're saying, yes, India is important, and we want to make sure that you are a part of this event as we move forward. So the same goes for Brazil, and Mexico, and Russia, and China, and Malaysia, all important countries. And Bello is a man of the world, so the stunts will all take place on a global platform, which is the internet, www.theultimate.com. We have a partner in Major League Baseball in the United States. Major League Baseball is the governing body of the sport baseball, and they are the ones who are building our infrastructure of our web. So the internet, our website will be strong and will not crash. Yes, next question.
Sorry for interrupting. Actually, can we just
show the AV, which is like, where he's, this was a graphic one. Can we just show the live one? Actually, we have it.
Yes, sure. We'll watch some live footage.
Can we have it?
Which one are we watching here?
With the actual stuff.
No, we'll see if they have the mixed one. All the VO on this one. Let's do the thing here. No, they're not this one. The one before showing the front half of that. This is something which is ultimate.
Here we're going to show you some actual breakdowns of the structure and the stunt. Now this is built. It's not just an animation where we're like, oh, maybe we'll think about doing this. It's built. You're going to see it right now. So Eric is going to play some.
The whirling wheel of steel. Once it's released, the weighted side causes a pendulum effect. I'll have one shot to grab the unweighted side. The problem is, it will have a tremendous...
Download it and use it for use in the media as well. And on YouTube, on Bello's YouTube page, the Bello Nock, you can see a lot of the videos as well. There is a Hindi version on YouTube of the sizzle, the trailer for the stunt. Okay? Next question. Yes, sir.
Your press release did indicate that you are planning to get into the Bollywood industry and you're going to stay here. But I have my apprehensions here because the Bollywood industry does not see a stuntman as an exclusive hero or a person who does this as an act. He is